Well, Donald, do you think we can make Kamala look at us?
Made her look.
I owned two 57 Chevys when I was younger. My first car was a 57 Chevy 210 two-door sedan. Back in the shop, and I'm got a little project going today. This is December, and it is the season. So I got to wrap some presents. Got several of them to wrap, but I'm working on just a second here.
11 o'clock, Watson.
Coffee and cappuccino. Not bad. But I'm working on another video. It's going to be another top 10 of YouTube videos that I watch. Most of the ones I watch are smaller ones, the ones the guys getting started. And I think all the ones I'm going to feature in this top 10, I've got a previous top 10 YouTube channels I watch in a video, I don't know if it's a year ago or whatever, and it's got some pretty good channels on there. I think any car guy will at least pick up one or two on there that they want to watch. But just go into my channel and in the search put in top 10 and it'll bring it up. And I go through 10 on there, but since then I've discovered 10 more, and some of these I was watching before when I did the other top 10, and they're not ranked in any certain order, and they'll probably be top 50 someday, but they're all kind of intertwined. I'm doing now in this video, they all involve automotive, just like the last one was, the last top 10, and they're all fairly small channels. I think the largest one, there might be a couple large ones in there, the ones that have a lot of subscribers. They're probably making money off of them. But most of them are probably 5K subscribers to down to as low as maybe a couple hundred. My channel has like 54 and subscribers, and I'm not expecting to get monetized anytime soon, at least not this century. I'm going to feature in this video, I think the majority of them involve Tri-5 Chevrolets, and those of you who don't know what Tri-5 stands for, it's 55, 56, 57 Chevrolets. They all have the same kind of body style, kind of the boxy, but they're probably some of the most famous cars there ever were. I owned two 57 Chevys when I was younger. My first car was a 57 Chevy 210 two-door sedan, 3-speed on the column, and it was a truck engine. It came from California, and the car had no rust back then. That was 67, 68, 69 that I owned that car, and beautiful car. But the engine, it was driven back from California from a guy that lived in my area in Iowa, and then he moved back, I'm not sure, but the 57 Chevy drove back from California, and for the motor, it wasn't original. It was probably originally a 6-cylinder. They had a truck engine in it, a 292 truck 6-cylinder, straight 6 Chevrolet engine in it. I wish I would have kept that car, because I bought it once, sold it, and then bought it back after it had been wrecked for parts. But when I bought it for parts, I hauled it out where I lived in Iowa, bordered on South Dakota, and I mean, you could Big Sioux River was at the end of our main street. I mean, if you drove too far, you'd be in a river, an extra block across the tracks. But I put it out on a friend of mine's uncle's farm in South Dakota. I'm kind of hoping it's still there. I mean, that's been 50-some years ago. But I'm sure it's been picked over and it's probably got rust now and stuff. But I'd like to get that car again. Back to my additional top 10 YouTube videos that I'm watching. There may be a couple in there that aren't Tri-5. I'm going to bring up those channels. The first one that I got on here, but it's called Freeman's Garage.
Welcome back to Freeman's Garage. Once again, we are working on the 1956 Chevrolet 210 Club Coupe. So let's dig into these parts boxes and see what we can bolt onto the car. But the thing is it's not a very tidy world. Okay, cut towards groin. Just kidding, don't do that. Now you may be asking yourself a couple questions. Maybe asking yourself, I thought Freeman said that he wasn't going to bolt all this fancy stuff onto the engine. A guy in his 56 Chevy. I didn't think it was going to be that tight. As always, you will only find it here. It's perfectly aligned with the North Star, just so that I know it looks good when it's hidden underneath the housing. Situation. You know, why do I leave parts on the floor like an animal? Telling you, when we get in the new Freeman's Garage location, we're going to build a workbench 100, well, not 100 feet, but we'll probably build a workbench 20 feet long. I know I keep repeating myself, but I just want to re-point out again that, well, if I say that, you're not going to listen because you're just going to get annoyed because I'm repeating myself. So why do I say that before I repeat myself? Why don't I just repeat myself and maybe, well, no, because you're smart, you would notice. Old original one's deformed. Everybody and their grandmother's been beating on these things for decades. Oh, they don't fit. Don't laugh. It's bad enough I had to cut open, pack the boxes of stuff to find the masking tape, and I'm not digging deeper for the duct tape.
Okay, the next one is this old hot rod.
Don't know why they removed the cowl sides. I have them. It's windy out. Crazy. Let's do a quick walk around. It's getting really chilly out. Sun's going down. Obviously you can see I got the grill shell just kind of clamped on there. I said to you earlier, $150 price tag. So clearly this firewall wasn't with the body. Roll this thing outside. Get to see what this thing looks like for the first time outside, rolling on full wheels and tires. For everybody out there, all you need is a 40-ton press, a hammer, a porta-band, handy-dandy propane torch, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So a F100 steering column is 1.5 inches outer diameter, and that's the exact same diameter as this piece of tubing. Because I watch YouTube. Sometimes I go on YouTube to figure out how to do this stuff. It's not always like, there's no way to know how to do this, some of this stuff. You just fly by the seat of your pants. Maybe I should do this over at the press. Let's go to the press. Same process, less violence. Split. So that should pop right out now. Should. Thought it was right at the top. Come on, close, come on, let's go. I ain't got all day. Oh. Well, it would have helped if I pushed it down all the way, right? $50 steering column upgrade. Went from a crappy old paint job to shiny old chrome. Kinda, stainless. But you don't need to tell people that. They can think you got the big bucks. You know, you got a big cushy corporate job, CEO, you can afford all that chrome. See you guys, take care, bye.
The one guy, and you'll see in the video, he took a 2-door hardtop 56 Chevrolet, I think that's what it was, and chopped the top off, and he got a roof from a Nomad. So he's turning that 56 Chevrolet 2-door hardtop into a Nomad. And you'll see it in the video if you watch this video.
Hi, I'm Doug. Welcome to episode 1 of Ellis Car Customs. I'm never one to shy away from a good challenge, so let me show you what we're working on here. What I have is a 1957 Chevy two-door hardtop. It's in really sad shape. What I'm going to do with this car is I'm going to turn it into a 57 Nomad. And I wouldn't do it if the car wasn't so bad. But we have all the pieces to do what we're going to do. Got a new floor pan for it, so we're going to do the whole floor pan. This is a 57 Nomad roof. The entire roof, plus the extensions that go around the tailgate. But over there we have all the glass for a Nomad. When it's cinched together, then I can go on to chopping the top and figuring out how to marry that top to this body. What we're going to do is try to make a Frankenstein.
The next one is Exit 45 Restorations.
Today, we're going to do something just a little bit different. We're going to see if we can't get this 1963 Chevy C10 running. The engine's been seized for a very long time, and it's been sitting since 1975. What we're looking at is a 283. So work smarter, not harder. All right, here we go. All right, let's start tearing stuff off. See what we find. All right, so you can see I got news. I got it out, but you know, just let you see what we got. All right, let's see what we got here. Here is in pretty good shape, but look how nice it looks. You got all that grime off there. Well, sticking with it so far. We're not done. We just got that. We're halfway. We got it tore down. All right, let's get this manifold. We got an engine all in here and all put back together.
Still got my parts for my red guitar. I haven't done nothing to it. I'm still carving out the pickup and controls cavity. I'm going to put this in there. This.